The History Channel's Swamp People is a show that looks at the life of swampers.
Mm-hmm.
Folks who live in the Louisiana bayous, swamps, and woodlands living off the land. Junior Edwards and his son William spend their days on the water, and their adventures are featured on the show. Junior Edwards, welcome to the show.
It's fine.
It's good to have you with us.
Okay.
Now, how's everything in Louisiana today? Are you getting out on the water today?
As soon as I get through with this, I'm going to check some deer cameras. That's all I've been doing is a little deer hunting right now.
How is the deer hunting in Louisiana?
At times it's real good, especially like where I hunt at is in the Chapala Basin itself. When the water's high, the land I got is real high land, and a lot of deer come up on it, come out of the deeper part of the swamp.
And they live like on these small islands?
No, it's not islands. It's big land. It's just big land. It's really the sand buildup from over the years, and every year the land's getting bigger and bigger and higher land every year.
Uh-huh.
So it's got a lot of sand buildup. But that's what them nice bucks like, that sandy land.
Oh yeah, are you experiencing the rut in Louisiana now?
No, our rut don't come in until the last part of January.
Oh,
it'll start off like right after Christmas, but it gets real good in the last part of January, about the last 2 weeks of the season.
Right. Well, the show is really amazing to watch. There's a lot of alligator hunting going on. That's a large part of your livelihood, right?
Oh yeah, we alligator hunt from just 30 days. It starts most of the time. It starts the last part of August, and it goes into the first part of October.
Now they are a prolific animal. They really regenerate a lot. They populate the area. There's millions of gators in Louisiana, aren't there?
There's a lot of alligators in Louisiana.
And how long does it take for them to get big?
You take a regular. See, we pick eggs too at times, and since the price got bad on, we ain't picking no more eggs. But like on an average alligator, when we turn loose, they're 4 foot long. But you take an alligator like in the wild already, that alligator takes about 10 to 12 years to get to be 9 to 10 foot.
Mm.
That's on the right feeding basis. If he got the right feed to grow that big on.
Mm-hmm.
The more feed he got, the faster he grow.
We're talking to Junior Edwards from Swamp People on the History Channel. Now, how did the show come about? Did folks come down there and discuss it with you people?
Yeah, they came. The first little series came, and we wasn't even fishing alligators at that time. It was late in the winter. By this time of the year, we was trambling, fishing buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And they come with that little series. They shot us fishing buffalo and stuff. And then the spring of that year, the History Channel sent out some other different people with us, and we got together with them, and it wound up getting in the alligator business part with him. Taking pictures of the alligators and filming them, and filming us hunting alligators and stuff, and it come out pretty good. History Channel's been pretty good so far.
Well, it's an amazing show, and it's really interesting to watch you guys out on the water.
Everybody that we talk to, all over the states, all over, they just love it. I mean, even people right here where it's done, they didn't know it was really happening that way, how we had to do all this.
Right.
And they're amazed with it. Just real. They'd rather watch that now than anything on TV.
It's very interesting. Now, how competitive is the world of alligator hunting and commercial fishing in Louisiana?
Competitive? Commercial fishing got a little competitive, but like alligator hunting, we only on ones that got the land and with the landowners and everything that got the tags to fish that certain land,
Okay.
Because you don't have now some people slip on your land and do this and do that, But, I mean, it's not that bad like it used to be a long time ago. People, before the tag come out, people would just hunt alligators everywhere. I mean, that's the way they hunted them years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now we just, we got a certain place that we hunt and fish alligators, and that's it.
So now let's talk about alligator hunting, the techniques that you use to trap and lure in the alligator and then kill it.
Yeah, we fish alligators with a hook.
Uh-huh.
With hooks and line, just like you say you fish, but we fish them with hooks and line, like a 14-aught hook. We hang it. You got to hang for alligators. You hang your bait above the water. Right. And we use like leg quarter chickens and beef melt. And you set your hook with a clothespin. When he reach and grab that bait, he snatches it off that clothespin. And then you got 25 or 30 foot of rope that he goes to swim off, and he swallows it. He goes to swim off, and when he gets to the end of it, he can't swim no more. He got to stop and turn around and go back. Because once he swallows it down and it gets down in his throat, that's when the hook sets on him when he tries to get away from it.
Okay.
But that's the best way we fish alligators. I mean, then when we ain't fishing them, we hook them. We hook them and wrestle him down and get him to the boat and kill him. Now,
do they ever use those boomsticks?
Huh?
Do they ever use those boomsticks?
No, we don't use boomsticks. They use that in Florida mostly.
Uh-huh.
Like nuisance hunters and stuff use that.
Yeah.
I use a 22 Magnum. We pull them up, pull them aside the boat, and got a little soft spot in the back of his head there. You shoot him in that little soft spot, and you kill him. It ain't no problem to it. We don't let him suffer or nothing. We go ahead and shoot him and get it done with.
Right. Well, and there's plenty of them, so you're actually doing
alligators.
Yeah.
I would say I mean, I don't think we got them as thick as Florida got them because they said Florida got a lot of people, and they live all around the water and everything. That's how they get them to be in their yard and all that. Us, we got the levee between us, and they got camps out there. They stay around them camps and stuff. But mostly alligators is like to be all big alligators. They like to get away from people and get out by themselves.
Right.
They like deep water.
Have you had any close calls with alligators?
My son this year, he got bit when we was fishing alligators this year. He bit him on the hand this year.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't a big one. Lucky it wasn't a big one, you know.
Yeah, right.
It was 5 foot, but still he had enough jaw pressure to squeeze the meat between your fingers, squeeze the meat back to the bone.
Holy cow.
That's how much jaw pressure they got.
Well, the swamp...
And they had 2 of us on him trying to get him off of him, and I had to wind up sticking something in his jaws and twist it, make him open his mouth to make him turn loose.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's how hard they bite.
Now, your wife, Teresa, helps out. She gets you prepared for the day on the water.
Oh, yeah, she gets me prepared for the day and cook my supper and everything, have my dinner for me when I get home.
Right.
But she goes with me, too, sometimes.
Yeah.
She goes out there.
I bet you never get tired of being on the swamp.
No, I've been in the swamp all my life, and I'd rather be out there than sitting right here in my house. And I can look from out my front door and look at the levee that holds the water in that basin, and I'd rather be over there than in my own house.
I hear you.
I just like it out there. It's quiet, peaceful, you know.
Well, I'm guessing, okay, you're in Louisiana, you're on the bayou and the swamps and the woodlands, and you guys were raised this way, and they send some people from the History Channel to film. I'm guessing the film crews aren't so rural. Am I right in that assumption?
Well, the film crew, we got some of them, you know, all we got is one cameraman most of the time we got with us. And sometimes we have 2, but most of the time we got 1. And he's a real good fellow. I mean, he does perfect stuff. I mean, it's real good, and I mean, it's just amazing how everything is really done. We shoot a lot of film, and they just cut that stuff up and put it together, and we watch it. And I tell you what, it's just real good.
Oh, they do a great job. Now, is the cameraman from Louisiana?
No, he's from California.
So that had to be a little bit of an adjustment for him.
Well, a little bit for him maybe, but he shoots the deadliest catch and different stuff too.
Oh, okay.
But he's used to jumping out of one boat into another boat and all that, and he's a pretty good fellow.
Yeah, all right.
You know.
All right. Now, did he move down to Louisiana?
No. I try to get him to move over, and he won't.
You know, I love Louisiana. It's a magical place, but it's hot, man. Woo!
Oh, it gets hot. Like today, we was cool here last couple of days. Today it's going to be 81 degrees here today.
81 degrees in November.
Yeah, and that's it. In November, 81 degrees.
Well, you know, the swamp is a magical place. Obviously, Louisiana is truly a sportsman's paradise.
Oh yes, it's got a lot of stuff here. You know, but we got a lot of people comes in here and just kind of take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But it still works out all right. It's real good. They got a lot of people just think it's just got stuff that's going to last forever and ever and ever, but it just don't. You know, you got to take care of half of what you got here.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What's the alligator marketplace like? Do you sell the hide and meat? Keep some for yourself?
Well, I sell the whole alligator just like he is.
Okay. And what do they use that for?
They make suitcases, wallets, vests, all kind of stuff out of alligator hide. And the meat they take and process that at one place when they dress it. That goes to another place and then be deboned, cut all the fat out of it, and then put on the market to be sold. Okay.
All right. Now, do you like alligator meat?
I like small ones. I don't like big ones.
Yeah.
Big meat, big alligators, it's all right. It all tastes the same, but it's good. Like they make coubillon and different stuff like that with it, and alligator sauce piquant and stuff with it. But the smaller alligator is a better alligator to fry.
Junior Edwards with us from History Channel Swamp People. So now, when you're on the swamp, how are the snakes? Is there a big snake population?
Well, no, we don't have no big snake population. We got a few cottonmouths and stuff like that in the swamp and water snakes. And boys of mine, they like to go catch them water snakes, but me, I don't want that mess wrapped around my arm. When they're used to catch them big ones, boy, they'll wrap around your arm, and then they spray muss all over you and everything else. But they used to sell all that stuff, but they didn't slow down on the selling part. They done got enough of what they wanted to use, use them for and different stuff,
Now, with alligators, is it difficult to do any trapping in the area? I mean, I'm guessing they would steal your catch.
What? Trapping what? You talking about?
Anything. Fur trapping or?
Well, you don't trap alligators and fur trap at the same time.
Oh, okay. So
alligators is caught in August, mostly September, for alligators.
Right.
And we've only got 30 days, and in October, that's it. And our trapping season, like on fur, it don't start until the 20th of November.
Okay.
And it just started a couple of days ago.
But I'm guessing
we don't trap no more. We don't get no big money for our fur no more.
Yeah.
All we sell, we trap coons, and people buy. Color folks buy that for to cook and eat. They like coon meat,
Okay.
But I don't cook coon. Coon good eating, but it's just Coon, you can't do nothing with coon, but coon tastes like coon. That's all you can do with him.
You just roast it up, huh?
You can do anything you want with him, but it don't matter. He's coon.
Right. It's a little greasy.
Yep. Uh-huh.
How about the duck hunting down there? It's amazing.
Duck hunting is, at some years it's real good, and some years it ain't no good at all.
Yeah.
Now, like this year, they're saying it's pretty good. We got a lot of ducks in the area, and, it's pretty good to say. I ain't been yet, but I'm trying to get lined out this week to start doing a little duck hunting and different stuff.
All right. Junior Edwards, when you're fishing for buffalo, do you sell those as well?
We sell that. We sell out. Well, I used to sell my buffalo to be shipped to California and different places.
Uh-huh.
Now, where I sell at now, that's all cut up for crawfish bait.
Oh, is that right?
And I do better just selling right here at my house than trying to haul it way off to try to sell it. We sell everything to a friend of mine, Ricky Phillips, and it comes out way better that way. We ain't got to tussle trying to get a sale here and get a sale there to sell it. But that's the only place we got to sell it, and we should cut it all for crawfish bait.
And when you're saying you sell it to California, a lot of markets use carp or buffalo to make what they call whitefish or the fish sandwiches.
Well, I don't know how they do with that, but we ain't never ate them like that. Buffalo ribs, you rib the ribs off of him, and that's about the best part of him because he's just got them big rib bones in him. Mm-hmm. But like a buffalo, when you cut him down and fillet him, that meat is full of little bitty bones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they might pass it to some kind of grinder or pressure cutter, cook it, and then pass it through grinders to grind them all up or something, to make different stuff out of it. But we just mostly eat the rib. But a lot of people cut the other piece up. They tear it more than cut it because the more you cut it, the more bones it makes.
Okay.
And they tear it up and then they fry it. It's got one of the best tasting meat they got.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just got a lot of little bones in it. If it didn't have no bones in it, whoo, Lord, and had that taste to it,
yeah, there you go.
It would be bad fish.
Yeah, there you go. Junior, take us through the day of a swamper, from the time you get up to the time you come home.
Like on an average day when I'm really fishing and stuff, I'll leave here at crack of daylight in the morning, and I go stay in the swamp all day, running gill nets or whatever. I fish shoe pick, I fish buffalo, I fish all kind of stuff, and that, I just travel from one place to the next place running gill nets, and catch a load of shoe pick or a load of buffalo. Some days I catch 2,000 or 3,000 pound of shoe pick, and that's all caught for caviar.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, it's black caviar they call it.
Okay, and that gets sold locally?
No, well, we sell it locally, but it's all canned and processed and shipped all over the world. California, New York, everywhere.
Huh.
It's shipped overseas even.
And then you may head out for an alligator in the middle of the day, or?
No, we don't fish alligators. Well, the only time we fish alligators is in September.
Uh-huh.
And when we fish alligators, that's all we do is fish alligators.
You do that at night?
No, we fish them in daytime. We go hunt them at night and see what we got in the areas. You can go look,
Mm-hmm.
But we don't fish them at night or nothing. We don't hunt them at night or nothing. Or we just go look and see what we got in the area of the land we got to see what we got on the land to fish them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll come back the next day and put out hooks on them, if it's time for the season to open on that area. And when it opens, we put hooks on them and bait them. And if they got a good gator around there, 9 times out of 10, you're going to catch him.
Right.
If you don't catch him the first day, you catch him the second day.
Watching swamp people, there's all different types of teams and people who go out and hunt. Do you know a lot of these guys that are on there with you?
I know some of them. I know Troy and them. They all, we all live not too far apart. About 15 or 16 miles probably to Troy's from my house to there.
And Joe and Tommy?
Joe and Tommy, they live way down there. They live almost in New Orleans.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, they live way down. They live, most probably, from my house there, about 80 or 90 miles.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your favorite swamps?
Favorite swamp? I got a little place I fish crawfish. That's my favorite part of the swamp. I mean, it's got some places back there, still got some of the old timber left standing. Got cypress trees, most probably 8 or 9 foot through the middle of them.
Wow.
Big trees.
Just beautiful.
Oh, beautiful swamp.
Now when
big open basins and stuff in the swamp.
Now you fish crawfish with a basket, right?
Well, we call it crawfish trap, not a basket. Like set nets, no, it's nothing like that.
Okay.
This is a trap that you put out and you bait it, and it's got 2 flues in the bottom of it, and you can stand them up or lay them down a little bit, and you bait that trap and you leave it all night. You run that the next day.
Did you ever use bacon?
No, we don't use no bacon for crawfish bait.
I have.
Come on.
I have. I've dragged a line of bacon along a shoreline and had some crawdads come out and chase it. You might want.
Yeah, chase bait when you're really hungry.
Yeah. What do you use for? What do you use? Fish?
We use pogies.
Uh-huh.
Most of the time, pogies or shad or cut buffalo too. And we'll sometimes, like in a crawfish trap, we'll put anywhere from a pound to 3 or 4 pound of bait in it.
Wow.
And like if they're really eating a bait, you put 3 pound of bait the next morning, you won't have nothing left but a piece of the bones. That's it.
And those go right to the restaurants, right?
Well, we sack all that up and bring it in and sell it to one place, and then it's shipped out to the restaurant. And then they take and boil all that, and sell it. And then some of them they peel them for the meat and everything, you know. But it's pretty good, big industry with crawfish and stuff.
Junior Edwards, you're on the swamp all day long, working and catching fish and alligators. What are some of your favorite meals to pull from the swamp?
Well, from the swamp, I like boiled crawfish. Boiled crawfish is all right. I like fried catfish is pretty good. You know, if it's done right. Some fish it ain't done right, but big fish, you got to cut that up and cut all the red out of it for it to be real good. But like small catfish, we like that. And well, us we like game more than the fish part of it. You know, I catch wild hogs and different stuff.
How is the hog population in Louisiana?
Well, it wasn't too bad there for a while, but now here the last couple of years, it's been getting more and more of them.
Yeah, they're explosive.
I went, about 2 weeks ago, I had cameras out, and I'd get much as 12 hogs in a picture of when I flashed the camera, 12 hogs at one time.
Yeah.
And I caught a few of them. I caught 3 the week before last, and it kind of slowed them down. They backed off my feet a little bit, but they got everybody you talk to, they're getting picture of hogs everywhere. So I think in the next few years it's going to be as bad as Mississippi and stuff like that.
Texas is saying shoot them when you see them.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
And then they put it on TV that they're not good eating and everything. I'll tell you right now, it's one of the best eating meat they got.
Oh, it's the best. I have a freezer full of wild boar in my...
Wild hog is real good eating.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You know, I find it tastes more like deer meat, wild hog does, than tame hog that you buy in the store. You know, and tame hog, when you cook it, it stays white looking. The wild hog kind of turns brown a little bit when you cook it. You know, I find it's real good.
Yeah,
that's what I'm eating today. I got wild hog cooked today and smothered corn.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Oh yeah.
Boy, you live the life, Junior Edwards. Thanks for being with us. I want to ask you one more question. When you and your son work together, how are the roles defined? Who does what on the boat?
Well, I run the boat most of the time, and I shoot all alligators.
Okay.
I let them shoot once in a while, but not too often. That's my job.
Yeah, you don't hand them the gun.
You can't let them have it all.
You don't hand them the gun. I've seen you've been reluctant to hand them the gun.
I mean, that's my main thing I like to do left. Now, 20 years ago, I'd like to do it all.
That's right.
But now I'm 47 years old, and I just don't like to do it all no more.
Now, do you get out to the saltwater with the flounder at all in Louisiana?
I don't do too much of that. Sometimes I go out there and sport fish a little bit, but not too often. And then I go down there once. We used to go down there once while I fished them alligator gar with jugs.
Oh, okay.
Put 200 jugs out and had to chase all that stuff down the next morning.
Yeah.
You know, do pretty good. Sometimes we catch 2,000 pound of gar meat a night.
Yeah, I've gigged gar, and I've also shot them with my bow, and they're pretty tasty.
Oh, yeah. Alligator gar is about the best one eating gar they got. I don't know what kind y'all got up there, but we got 2 or 3 kinds here. We got alligator gar. We got a gar we call spike bills. They got a big long nose on them. And we got some little small water lily gar we call them little spotted gar. They don't get much bigger than about 10, 12 pounds at the biggest, but they're real good, them.
All right.
You know?
I would love
alligator gar, we take and grind it up, make patties and everything else with it. That's real good stuff.
It is indeed. Swamp People's on the History Channel. So what's coming up in the new season we could look forward to?
Well, we're waiting on them to make the mind up what they're going to do because it's got a real good rating. The rating is outstanding on it, and we're waiting right now to find out what's going to happen for the next year.
They paying you guys well for this?
They pay pretty decent.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
But we're waiting right now to find out what's going to happen for the next year.
Well, I'd love to cross paths with you sometime and have you take me out on a day on the swamp.
Anytime you want to come.
I will do that. I'll take you up on that. Junior Edwards, thank you. The show is Swamp People. It's an amazing look at people living off the land in the great state of Louisiana. Thanks for being with us today.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, and I'll holler at you later.